Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. So today is July 28th, 2023, and it is Rhonda and my 16th wedding anniversary. Happy anniversary, hon. I love you. I'm looking forward to this evening when we get to take a date night. We haven't done that in a long time, and so I'm looking forward to that as well. This morning I have a lot on my mind. I weigh heavy with the burden of having to take corrective action in someone's life who has had plenty of warnings. And it breaks my heart that it has to be done. And it also, quite honestly, I'm a little more than frustrated over the fact that I have to do it today. I have so much going on in life. Today should have been a day of only celebration. This person knew what today was for me, and yet chose to make choices that were going to cause me to have to follow through on consequences. And it brings me to what I'm going to read for you today. July 28th, 2023, reading from Proverbs 28, verse 9. Anyone who turns his ear away from hearing the law, even his prayer is detestable. Guys, it's so critical when you put people in your life that you trust to give you good advice. When you get guidance from Scripture, and they point to you what it says and says, I know it's hard, but you need to persevere in it. It's not just I lapsed, guys. It's you chose to. In my morning devotion time before I got into my proverb this morning, I was reading about a man who got warned because he decided to do things differently than the examples that were set for him. And it cost him dearly. King Jehoram, he witnessed good examples from his father and his grandfather, and he chose to go chasing after his lustful desires and his own power and his own self. And it was all about self and selfishness. And God can't let that slide, especially when you draw other people away with you. I'm not trying to beat you up to this morning. I'm frustrated. I know that. But it is important that you know that God will give grace. He gives grace for a really long time. He has for me for years. I experience consequences in the moment. But there will be a day when you cannot continue to choose your other gods. He does expect, and he will pull away and let you experience the consequence. Even Paul told the church in Corinth that they had to remove someone and that he had already turned that person over to the devil. In 2 Corinthians, he brought him back into the church. It's never too late. We don't ever give up on them. But we can't continue to let it destroy the lives around them. Guys, I really need you to hear me. Every choice you make needs to be a choice towards what's right. I don't do it perfectly. I get it. But I do my very best to recognize it in the moment. I make public amends every single time I can. I do what I need to do to stay focused and move forward. So when I read in verse 9 of chapter 28, anyone who turns his ear away from hearing the law, even his prayer is detestable, I want to be able to be close to God. And when I decide to do my own thing, even when it's just a conditioned response, That middle finger comes up in traffic because somebody cut you off, because they didn't want to pay attention to the turn signal that said that you were getting over so they could pass you in the correct way. Yes, that happened last night. I instantly go to God and apologize to Him. I ask Him to forgive me and to teach me to not do that. I do things like this morning where I stand in front of all of you and I own what I did so that I can be accountable for what I do. But if I do this every day, then there's no shame. And what I'm doing is leading you astray. You can go to CR meetings, you can go to AA, you can go to any meeting you want. And if you're telling the same story over and over again, you're bragging. You're not trying to find healing. I think it's really important we remember that. Guys, I've gone too far. I love y'all. I really want to just benefit somebody. I hope I didn't hurt. That's my prayer every morning, is that I don't hurt God's reputation and I don't hurt you. And I don't know I'm doing a good job of that today. I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.